Oh, I hope I didn't. Let me see. No, I'm on the runway getting rear and refuel. And dust mops on the runway, so you got MiGs in the air, though. So right now, you're the only one I'm watching for the video because everyone else is on the ground. Yeah, Victor, that last landing was kind of weird because I was like going a little on the too fast side because I got there quicker than I thought. And then I put the air brake on and I chopped the throttle back even sooner. So I had the air brake on for a while heading there, and I was doing 260 or 80 knots. And when I had to, lower my altitude, then I gained speed. So I lowered it real fast, and then I tried to pull up and use my, burn off the remaining speed without giving it any gas. And then all of a sudden, right over the runway there, I was like a third of the way down the runway when I seen I was at 137 knots. And that's when it sunk like a brick, So it just worked out that way. Because I could tell when I was trying to pull up on the nose, when I was going that slow, it was like stalling at the same time, I guess. Isn't it usually stall like at 150, Mike, or 140?
No, I think it stalls between 130, 135.
Okay. So it probably stalled right when I was touching down then, because I was at 137 when I was trying to pull the nose up before I touched down. And if I pull the nose up, that probably would have slowed it down a couple of knots easy. It felt like a hard landing. I thought that was kind of weird in the day when all the helicopters were crashing, where they kept calling them hard landings. It was like there had been a better reason than a hard landing. I guess it was a hard landing, but I guess it was more like somebody screwed up. Wouldn't you think, and I'm sure they do, but wouldn't you think that, like, you got all these cars out there nowadays that sensors and they can drive themselves and everything else, wouldn't you think a helicopter would have some built-in stuff when it's making a hard landing to fire up the speed of the rotors or twist the rotor angles or do some weird stuff to save it from crashing?
I don't know. I don't know what they've got on there. Who's taking off? Me. Okay.
I'm watching Mike land, so. And Victor's in the air, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll be passing each other here.
All of a sudden your vapor trail quit on your wings there just a second ago. I guess that only happens at a certain airspeed, huh?
Usually.
It's on again, so I don't know what you're doing.
Temperature you're developing.
Yeah, it's doing it again now. On and off. Ooh, that was a perfect one. Got the smoke off the wheels. Didn't look like you went in the concrete. Did it feel like a smooth one to you?
Did. For a minute there, I wasn't going to be able to stop. You got that on the film, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that one. That felt good.
Yeah, what I'll do is when I get some time, I'll take the film. Because the film, last time I looked at one of these films, it was like over, like it was almost 2 hours long, so it's like a pretty long film. What I got to do is just kind of cursor through and find the highlights, and then just chop it up, and make smaller videos.
Just edit it.
Yeah. I guess that would have been the easier way to explain it. But, yeah, I got to do that, and then just take some of the highlights and put them out there on YouTube or whatever, and that way I can send you guys the link. But hopefully this time now the talk works better, and then I'll soon find out that I talk too much, and then I'll have to start, after seeing what I do, I'll have to, what I was getting at is, how when you watch the Grim Reapers, I always think that's so cool how they're all sound like professional pilots, where we sound like a bunch of drunk sailors. I mean, we always sound like we're just rambling and talking about everything under the sun.